This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. If you know me, you know I love therapy. I love talking about therapy. I love talking to people about their therapy experiences if they're comfortable with it, because it's so interesting to me. Just figuring ourselves out and what triggers us and what makes us think certain ways and why other people think certain ways and how to communicate better. I don't know. I think it's just great. And your mental health is just as important as your physical health. I think it's really great to work on both. BetterHelp has over 10 years of experience matching people with the right therapist from their diverse network of more than 30,000 licensed therapists with a wide range of specialties. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Easily switch therapists at any time with no extra cost. We're all better with help. Visit betterhelp.com/onlyfriends to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/onlyfriends.
Oh, God. I don't know. Gross.
A Lucky Charms.
No, it's like... Is
it like a matcha?
Health something. I don't know. We ordered it yesterday when we got Veggie Grill. And it was like buy one, get one. So TJ just got one for me as well. It's like a bunch of health foods in one, and it's like a little sour. So not great. But
yeah, yucky.
Feeding my body, cleansing my soul.
Yeah, Erin got glam before.
Yeah, I did. I did my hair specifically for today's episode.
It looks like you're going to a Halloween party as a mermaid.
Well, I went to a rave as a raver.
That too.
We got home at like 6:30 last night, and I showered, but I was like, I cannot
take it out. I can't imagine taking that out.
No, it's gonna take me a long time to take it out, but how
long did it take to do?
Like 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Not bad at all. But knowing what I'm going to have to like do to my hair in terms of like a washing process, I'm like, that's gonna take like 30 minutes in the shower.
Because there's like tons of spray and stuff, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, they literally just put like globs and globs.
So I'm just like cackling at you sleeping naked with hair.
Yeah. Catch me on OF.
That's so funny. Yeah, it's just like covering your boobs.
Oh yeah, I literally did that. Do you want to see?
Yeah. A visionary.
So funny. I'm obsessed with it. I just always want French braids in my hair. Wait, what?
What?
I like unlocked my phone and it was automatically on Instagram, and role model is going to be an actor.
Oh, I think
Mark Ruffalo and Tucker Pillsbury joined Natalie Portman and Lena Dunham's Netflix rom-com Good Sex. That's crazy.
Okay. See if we got it in him.
Honestly, other than girls, like the one good thing Lena Dunham has done.
Oh, girls.
Putting role model in a TV show.
I miss Girls. I feel like if I watched it, it'd be brand new to me now.
I know. I wonder who I would identify with now.
I know, right? Because back then it was, I couldn't identify with anyone. I was like living at home. I was like, what is this crazy lifestyle?
That's true.
New York seems scary.
Literally.
Yes, I envisioned
your image.
Send that to me.
I'll send it to you and you can use it as your phone background.
Thank you. Whenever you call it. No one's like, whoa. Yeah. I think you're genuinely close his eyes.
Art. I get a printout for you to hang in your house.
I'm like, I finally got us a piece of art.
Yeah.
And it's you.
You like go over my face though, so he doesn't know. And he's like, wow, how beautiful. And you're like, oh, really?
You'd be like, it's beautiful if you were wearing like a Victorian, holding like a nightstick, like a candle.
I'm so obsessed. I'm going to be so upset to take them out.
I know.
I just love my hair in French braids. And
but you know how to French braid, right?
Yeah, but I can't do it like doing it outward, I don't know what you would call.
Like instead of doing it straight back, it's like more on the sides. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, because there's like an innie and an outie version of French braids.
Oh,
and I can do this on other people. Literally, that looks like this. I cannot, for some reason, do it on myself. And I think it's like doing it in the mirror like fucks me up.
Yeah.
And also like my hair's so long. It just takes me so long to do it myself that I'm like, in pain.
I've tried to French braid so many times. I'm so jealous of people who just like know how to do it.
To themselves, I know.
Yeah, because I'm like, I would do this all the time.
I could do it to you.
Yeah.
And it's annoying too, because then like when everyone, not everyone, but if like I have a friend or someone, they're like, oh yeah, I know how to do it. And then they do it. It takes like so long and not great.
It's like, ow.
Yeah, I just wish I could do it to myself. And this was like the highlight of my weekend, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, the highlights.
Yeah.
The highlights of my weekend.
Oh,
Yeah, it looks like you're about to jump in an ocean and swim away with a
I wish.
flap.
Like I wish my hair was this long.
Yeah. How long is it?
Well, you can see like where my hair ends.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably like the second bubble.
I feel like when it's straight, it is that long.
If you're watching, like this, this is about everything that's not my hair, I would say.
That's so funny.
This end part.
Have you gone places like normally?
I went to Alfred this morning and the barista who took my order.
I guess it's LA, so it's not that crazy.
I did think that, but I also was like, I look like a freak.
Yeah, like I should be roaming Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah. But the barista was like, oh my God, I love your hair. Like, were you at EDC this weekend?
Oh,
and I was like,
they know.
Chica, yes.
Yeah, they
and
know.
she was like, I'm so jealous. Like, I've always wanted to go. And I was like, you got to just do it. Send it. Do it, queen.
Send it.
Oh, but yeah, my hair is like this because I went to a electronic music festival.
She's like, I went to a bookstore and I got ready for it.
Yeah, I've wanted to do this. So this is my third EDC in a row. And the first like 2 years, I mean, people get their hair done like fucking insane. Like it's so sick. And like I've always just been like, oh, I want to do that to my hair. And then this year going into it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna find, they have like within the camp that we stay at, they have like all these like fun little things, like people who are selling like rave clothes. And like last year I saw the hair braiding and I was like, I'm going to go there this year. Last year it was just so fucking hot outside, like 100 degrees. Like we couldn't step outside for more than 5 minutes. And I was like, I'm going to find them and I'm going to just do it this year and like send it. And then where we stay, it's like a private camp within the like normal regular EDC camp. And this year, Pasquale, who like is the owner of EDC, he brought in like IV drips, cold plunges, massages,
cold plunges,
hair braiding, makeup. So I got to get this done for free.
Damn.
And it was
how much would that be?
I think on the menu from when I saw it was like $225.
Damn.
I know. But I like wound up tipping the girl, which like I don't think a lot of people did.
Yeah. I feel like when things are free, people forget to tip.
I know.
How do you, when you go to like an open bar and there's no tip jar?
An open bar. We always just like, we'll hand them cash.
Yeah.
Especially it's like you hand them like a $20 bill and then you always go to the same bartender in hopes that they recognize you and are like, that's that guy or girl who like gave me.
I won't water it
that
down.
$20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day because like sometimes you go and there's no tip jar and you're like, maybe I'm not supposed to. Like, I don't know. It's so
I'm
weird.
at a wedding where I like know that people are like very, very wealthy, I'm like, they're going to be giving them like a big hefty tip.
Yeah, like they're going to be taken care of.
Which is probably why they don't have the tip jar out.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's like, they're like, these are our people that we're taking care of. Like, you guys are our guests here.
What about tipping for coffee?
I always do.
Okay. I mean, I do too, but I always feel like because like Emma and I were talking about this the other day because she was like, oh, I always tip. And I was like, I think I do. But also it's like, I feel like that was never an option to even do before like the pandemic. So it's just interesting. Because I know for waiters and waitresses, like they get paid a very low wage. So the tips make up for it. And you should be tipping your waiters and waitresses. But with like coffee, it's to me, I'm just like a little confused. Like I don't mind tipping, but it's just like it's expected now. And it's just what changed from like before to now. I don't know.
And like a lot of the iPad screens automatically like show up as the percentages, not just like $1, $2, $3. Because like if I'm take for example that Alfred, like they show up like $1, $2, $3, whatever, or like do a custom one, and I always just click like the $1. But the other Alfred, it shows up as like 18%, 20%, 25%.
Starts at 18.
So like this morning I went to that Alfred and
sorry, there's 2 Alfreds near us. Oh, okay, we'll have to discuss.
And
I think I know actually.
And like if I tipped 20%, it would have been like $3.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like
I know. I feel like I'm always doing that.
Too much. But I did like 18 and it was like $2.20. But even still, I'm like, God, that's so much money.
I know.
For a coffee.
I know. Whenever I got matcha the other day, it was like $7. And then
whenever I got, you did that thing that Gen Z does.
Whenever I got, they say that?
Yeah, it's like I feel like we might have talked about it before, but like they say whenever instead of when I got.
Whenever. I've said that my whole life. I'm Gen Z. Maybe it's like a Midwest thing too.
Yeah, maybe.
Like whenever I go here.
I
wait, you don't say that? Whenever I'm at Barnes & Noble.
I think in that context it makes sense.
What did I say originally?
Whenever
I got that matcha?
Yes.
Okay,
Like you were
I see
saying-
that. I actually do see that, how it's a
Yeah.
little like weirdly said phonetically.
Because it was like when I got that specific one.
Yeah, whenever
So, like,
I'm at Walmart, I always
like,
get their sweats.
in
Then
that context, it makes sense to me.
we need an English teacher in here.
Yeah. Well, because people were like dragging Gen Z on TikTok. Because they're like, grammatically, that makes no sense.
Oh my God, I did not catch this.
Yeah.
So they only say it doesn't make sense like in how I said it.
Like whenever I got that matcha.
Yeah.
But if you were saying like whenever I go to Alfred, like that makes sense.
Okay, I thought you were saying whenever is like not okay to say. And I was like,
no.
what?
Well, at least to me, grammatically, that way makes sense. Like whenever I go to Alfred.
Yeah. I never
But
saw
if you're
that
saying
trend.
it like singular, I think that's when it's like.
That makes sense. Because it's like, yeah, when?
Yes.
When I got the matcha.
Yeah.
I also think I said whenever because I have it a couple times. So my brain, it was like more than
Okay,
once.
she's on it. She's on the matcha train.
A little bit. No, I've only gotten it twice. But yeah, she's expensive. She's really expensive. And Emma bought a little, we went to, are you okay?
Sorry, yeah. I don't know what is in this.
Just pure health, baby.
That is not good.
Pure health.
Okay,
Just
sorry.
expelling the demons. She got I didn't realize how fucking expensive matcha is. Went to the coffee shop and she got this tiny can of matcha for $50.
She went to a coffee shop and got a can?
Yeah, they sell them in like cans.
Oh, like a tin full of the like
tin.
matcha powder.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought you meant like she got
she got the matcha
beverage.
powder. And I was like,
Yeah.
$50?
Yeah.
Are you
Well, 'cause
fucking
you only
kidding
use,
me?
like a little.
No, yeah. And she's like, well,
It's
it
like
makes
a little
sense. Like,
scoop.
yeah, she's like, if you keep going out, like it makes
100%.
sense. So I was like, okay. But she made me a warm one.
Ooh.
And I actually liked it because I think it's because her almond milk is so good.
Yeah, you love that cinnamon
So it's
juice.
like, otherwise I think it would just taste like also a rock.
Yeah, I'm just not a warm beverage girl.
I always drink hot coffee now in the morning. Like it's all I've drank for like years.
I know, that's so crazy.
I
TJ
love
does
it.
too.
Well, because I also love my coffee mate. My French vanilla coffee mate is everything to me. And it reminds me of like when I was a kid, because I also drank coffee as a kid.
Yeah, that's still diabolical.
That's why I'm 5 foot tall.
Lucy, what were you doing?
I don't know.
Helicopter parenting in every aspect except that was fine.
I know. Well, I think it's because my dad would make it every morning, obviously like most dads. And I would always smell it and
Smells
like
so good.
the smell is so good. And so I'm sure they were like, you can have a little bit. And then once I went to my friend's house, she was just drinking it, but like probably with like a ton of like coffee mate.
Sure, yeah.
And
It
so
just,
then
like,
I was
tastes
doing
like
that.
candy.
Yeah. So I was like, I want coffee too.
That's like I would drink Dunkacinos, and there's like a little teeny bit of coffee.
Ugh.
Have you ever had one?
No, but I'm assuming it's like mostly milk and like a tiny bit of
it's
coffee.
hot chocolate and coffee
Oh.
mixed together.
Okay, that sounds good.
Don't be a
actually.
hater.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
hate on
sorry.
my Dunkaccino.
I know
Best
you've
drink,
like,
put it back on the menu.
I know you've like talked about it a lot too.
Yeah,
I know
It's
she really
so
misses it.
Fucking, you would love it.
I know.
I've never met a person who doesn't like a Dunkaccino.
It's like a sober espresso martini.
It's so fucking good.
Yum.
It was
They don't
so
make them
good.
anymore.
No, they like discontinued.
Why?
it. I
They
don't
seem like they'd be
know.
like a really popular item.
I honestly don't remember, but then they like brought them back for a little bit. Maybe they're back. I don't know.
We'll have
we
to
need
try
Ben
it.
Affleck to get on the case.
Yeah, if they have them back, I would like to try when it's cold out.
So good. It's so good. It just tastes like a little treat, a little warm treat.
That I have to drink before 11 a.m.
Yeah, like Dunkaccino. Why
Why they no
taken
make?
away?
Why they make no
I think
more?
it was something about like the machines.
Oh, here we go again. Like
They
like
discontinued in
McDonald's.
2023 after being on the menu for over 20 years. Like, how dare?
Holy shit, that's a vintage drink. 2023. Does it say
Duncan
why?
indicated there's always a chance for its turn.
Maybe it's gonna be like a seasonal thing.
It said they didn't explicitly state the reason for the removal, but they did mention that the menu is being updated to focus on speed and ease of ordering. Former employees suggested that the discontinuation might be related to a discontinued pre-mixed powder used in the beverage. Okay, well, stop being lazy.
Yeah, find another one.
I'm sure, like, I mean, you didn't even know what it was, and you had Dunkin' Donuts and went there.
But barely. I feel like I got Dunkin' when I was like in high school and I was like already a Starbucks fiend.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that, like, the East Coast,
Yeah, the East Coast runs on Dunkin'.
we do.
Yeah, we
It's
run
like
on
truly
corn
our
and
blood.
Starbucks.
I had that Dunkaccino premix in my blood.
Yeah, that's why she's fiending for it.
Yeah, it's so good. Oh my God, bring it back.
Yum, that does sound good.
Can you clip this into a TikTok, Duncan? Literally, I am begging you, for the love of God, like 2025 sucks. And the only thing that will make it better is bringing back the Dunkaccino.
And I need to try it.
Yeah.
So please do.
It's the one thing I ask of you. Like,
Yum.
Ben Affleck, use your influence for good
For once.
and bring back the Dunkaccino.
So it's just hot chocolate and coffee. Mm-hmm. I mean, it sounds pretty good.
It's delicious.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought it was just going to be coffee and then like a bunch of milk.
No.
I was like, oh my God.
Which is like, you know, how most teens drink.
Yeah. I know when I see him like making an iced coffee or cold brew on TikTok, I'm like, my God, there's so much cream. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I accidentally ordered a coffee for TJ last week and I was like, I'll just go inside because he had the dog with him. And I accidentally got vanilla in it. And then he was like, I can't drink this.
Wait, vanilla and what?
His coffee.
Oh,
And I was
too
like-
sweet.
I was like, I thought that you like that. Sorry. I thought you got a literal vanilla latte.
Yeah.
My bad. But literally him like turning his nose up at it, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Loser.
He was like, he literally said, I don't know if I can drink this.
It's just too sweet for him now, probably.
Yeah.
My goodness.
He slurped that whole thing down though.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah.
So he was just
like, okay.
He was playing games.
Yeah. He kept taking sips of like literally the way I'm taking sips of this. Like, I'm like, okay.
It's like the
give me a
classic like
break.
guy like not watching reality TV and then like being like, what's happening?
Yeah. That diva.
Very
That's
funny.
your phone. I was like, I definitely silenced mine.
It was mine.
Well, how was your weekend? Well, I was away raving. Just raving away.
I was. Oh my God! I was raving on my own. I threw
I'm
a
just
rave
raving on my own. Okay.
and no. What did I do? Okay, I read some of my books. So definitely opposite
new
of
one?
a rave. Yeah, I think I'm back on my reading grind.
Okay, hell yeah.
It is so good
book
so
brought
far.
You back.
Every time I read it, I don't want to put it down. I think you would
And you're
really.
still reading it a week later. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know. I don't like read a lot though. Like I'll pick it up and read a couple chapters, be like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
But it's so
Okay, 75 hard.
good.
10 pages a day.
Yeah. Is that what they ask for?
I
You
think
read
it's
10 pages?
Yeah. Like at least 10 pages.
Interesting.
I'm like, are there chapters even that long?
no, literally, I'm like, make it like 50.
Yeah.
10.
Let me double check
That's
that.
barely getting into a
Continue
book.
your story and all. Well, I think it's just like, you know, use your brain a little.
Yeah.
75 hard.
I want to like tell you more of the premise because it's so interesting, but it's not really spoiling anything because it happens in the first like, what?
Okay, it's specifically 10 pages of a self-improvement book. I'm out.
Oh. But that's also like, would you learn anything?
That's all I could do is 10 pages a day of a
that's
self-improvement
true.
book. They are so boring.
That's true. I have to listen to them. I cannot read them. I'll like fall asleep or totally forget.
Yeah.
So I told you it's a book about a woman who gets a text message from her husband, but her husband has been dead for 5 years. Mm-hmm. Can I tell you a little more?
Sure.
It's not going to spoil it because it's like, I'm still not even like through the book.
Yeah.
It's at the beginning, like you find this out, but it's just like such a weird, interesting concept. So she gets this text and it's like, meet me here. Like something bad has happened to meet me here. And so that was the text that she got originally. And she sees it and she's like, what the fuck? She's like, I know this is insane, but I gotta go and like see like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand why this text came through. Maybe someone is pranking me. Maybe
She went?
Yeah, I was like, maybe it's a new number, but I have to go see because like he just like disappeared from her life and like
Yeah.
died.
She wasn't like, maybe I should call the cops and have them like escort me there.
Yeah, no, she didn't do that. She was like,
Smart.
I'm gonna go
Classic.
see. So she goes and obviously no one's there.
Who wrote this book? Frida?
no. I would not read another Frida book.
Really?
No, I don't know. I just found them
Well,
a little
I'm just
corny.
saying that because Frida writes all her women as dumb fucking idiots.
I know.
Okay, go ahead.
But she didn't get murdered. She just like went and no one was there.
Oh.
And then, so she lives in basically like this. She lives in like a back house of her parents' house.
She lives here.
She lives right here. And she went inside the next day to just like chat with her parents, like her mom and her stepdad. And her stepdad was like, it's so weird. I got a text yesterday that said my food was ready at blah, 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 burrito, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I haven't even ordered from there in so long. And then on the news, it said a cell phone tower had gone out 5 years ago. And so any text that happened within like a window of time didn't get sent until like, I don't know, something like a glitch happened and it sent to like all the texts got sent then. So then she's like, well, fuck, he
my
texted me this
husband.
5 years ago and like I didn't show up. Like, well, I don't know. I think it's so interesting. It sounds like a Black Mirror kind of.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what I've been wanting. Like when I watched Black Mirror, I was like, I need books like this. But I feel like they're going to be a little too fantasy.
Oh, you think?
Well, if I was looking for like a Black Mirror type book, I feel like that falls into the fantasy category a little bit. And I was like, no, I just want like crazy thriller that's like mind bendy.
Good.
Yeah.
You got that. She's back.
We'll see. We'll see when it's done. Hopefully it's not stupid, but we'll see. We'll
She's
see.
so back. I will say, on our drive, so we were driving back and forth to Vegas. we were trying to find a book, but like it was hard. We didn't listen to a book on the way there. So then it's only like, 5 hours on the way home. And we were like, we're not going to be able to listen to an audiobook. So TJ put on Armchair Expert, but they do these things now. Like I had no idea. I haven't listened in a very long time, but it's like they normally interview celebrities. And now him and Monica do like these little one-off episodes where there's like a theme.
Yeah.
And we listened to a couple and I was like, oh, Carly will really like these. The ones that really got me were like the stalking. They did one on cults. So it's like people will call in and they'll talk to the people and the people will just tell stories and like they react or whatever. And it's like quick. It's like an hour long. But yeah, we listened to a cults one, which was two of them actually.
Yeah, I would.
There's part 1 and 2.
I actually have listened to like 2 episodes of this, but not the cult or anything. So
you should listen to the cults one and then the stalking one.
Damn.
I think
Did it freak you out?
Might have been 2 episodes. No, there was one of the stalking episodes that literally one woman wound up taking up basically the whole episode. It was like one caller, pretty quick, and then hers was the whole rest of the episode. And they were like, "Sorry guys, we got to do a part 2." But like, it was worth it. Like, it was so fucking insane. And I was like, Carly needs to listen to this right now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And like, of course, TJ fell asleep while that was happening, and I was like, audibly gasping. I could He's not sleeping and you're like, oh my God. Yeah, I was like, like it felt like I was reading a book. And I think they do a really, really good job vetting them. And they're like, okay, you need to like write this all down. Because if I were to be sitting there telling the story, I'd be like, and then I like went over here. And like, this is important because like 5 years ago, like it would just be a mess. A fucking mess.
I couldn't
like,
either, yeah.
Everyone telling this story it's so well thought out that like it makes me think that they like wrote a little thing. But yeah, both the stalking episodes were really good. And then we started listening to one that was like about like deliveries. But they're so good. And I don't know, Dax is so silly. And there's I don't know. You should really listen to those too.
I think like, we listened to one that was like weird sex stories or like embarrassing sex stories. Yeah. Did you listen to that one?
No, we listened to one that was cheating, which was really good.
The sex one was I was like laughing out loud because this girl had a trainer and she was I forget what the exercise was. I'm so frustrated I can't remember, but it had something to do with like lifting your legs up and down or something. Okay. And she said that it gave her an orgasm. And she was like, I don't know how to like control. And then she was like moaning and everything. And I guess she like looked it up after, and this specific workout machine can like trigger orgasms.
Was like her she was just lifting up her legs, like her clit
I can't remember exactly
anything.
I don't know. That's why I'm like annoyed I can't remember. It was so long ago, but it was some machine, and it like just the way it like your body moves up, it can like cause an orgasm. And I was dying laughing because like I was like she was like loud, and I don't know.
Wait, one was so funny. It's so quick, but it was on the cheating episode. It was this girl. She was in like, I don't know, 5th grade or something, from Boston. So like I immediately knew that she was like, I cheated on this test that like literally doesn't count anywhere towards your grade. They're just like testing your knowledge or whatever. So that makes me think it was like MCAS, which basically like tests to make sure that like the teachers are doing their job correctly and like how well the teachings are happening. But like we would all have to take them, and it was like a math-based test. She was like, I was like making food or something, and then I was in the classroom and stole the answer sheet. I found the answer sheet in my teacher's desk or whatever, and like stole it or took photos of it or something. And she then, when she was taking the test, did all of them. And then she was like, but I left one wrong answer.
To be like, I didn't steal.
And she was like, by the way, also like, I'm not good at math. Like I'm very bad at math. And so then during their like 5th grade graduation or whatever, the principal, I believe, was like, and then we also have like, we're congratulating this girl for like being the number one who like aced the test in the school. And she was like, not only was she like the best in the school, she was the best in the state.
Oh no.
And so then for like a decade plus, she like held on to this like lie forever.
I thought they were gonna like make her do some math equation.
No, yeah.
Like, oh no.
But then it was so funny because she was like, then for like high school and everything else, like I was so bad at math, and my parents were always like, how did you like ace? You were the best in the state.
Yeah.
How did you, how are you so bad? And she was like, I don't know. Like she said she would always say like, it was multiple choice, like I got lucky.
Oh.
But then like a decade plus later, she wound up like coming clean because she just like always.
Did she like tell the school even?
No. Like just like her family. I mean, she's like 30 or something now. I don't know. And like her whole family just thought it was so funny. But like, oh my God, the way that they're so good at telling stories. But I was cracking up.
I know, I could never. I wonder if they do tell them, like, can you like write it out so it's.
Can you get ChatGPT
to literally
put this in? They get a ghostwriter.
Yeah. I just saw I think it was like maybe a post on Reddit or it was a TikTok or something, but it was a teacher and she was like, it's so frustrating how many kids will like not understand concepts. Like we'll write a completely well-written paper, aka ChatGPT, but then we'll spell everything wrong on everything else. And so it's like they're having a hard time. I mean, I could see how it could be a fucking nightmare for teachers. Yeah. I mean,
because how do you even how do you even check?
I don't know. I mean, some teachers were like, I try to ask questions that like I know it won't answer exactly the way that it needs to, but I'm just like, God, I don't know. I just feel like they say like kids can't even read now.
I believe it.
I know, it's crazy. I'm like, damn, we were learning damn cursive. They can't even read cursive.
That's embarrassing.
I know. Did I tell you like Nolan and I were trying to figure out if we could still write in cursive?
No.
We were like, I wonder if I could like remember. So we got like pieces of paper and we wrote the whole alphabet.
I feel like I could.
I thought so too, but there were some I got a little hooked up on.
Hey. I think I could do it.
A, B, C. But like, what's J? You like remember J?
Yeah, it's like the little loop.
Oh, there you go.
With a dot.
What on S?
It's like the...
Yeah, you got it on lock.
Yeah.
I hated cursive.
I thought it was so beautiful.
Well, I thought so too, but not mine because mine was so disgusting. I look like a second grader every time I write.
Doing this.
I was like, yeah. I know what you meant though.
I know, but like people listening, they're probably like, what?
Oh yeah. She drew the S in cursive in the air. We saw the new Final Destination yesterday.
How was it?
It was so good actually.
Ooh.
It was like we went into it expecting it to be corny and stuff, but like that's the fun of it. It's the nostalgia. Yeah. But honestly, it kind of was, but they like played into it.
I feel like I would think it's very silly. Like when I saw the trailer, I was like laughing out loud.
Yeah, it's funny. Like,
but I definitely wouldn't see it.
And there's also like humor. Like there's this guy who's supposed to just like make everything funny, and he makes it better. I don't know. It's. Yeah,
for the people listening, the thing, it's like Final Destination Generations or whatever. Yeah. And it's like all the people who cheated death, it's like coming to get their families now because they're not supposed to be alive.
It really like ties them all together. I don't know if it's supposed to tie them all
like
together.
The last one or something.
Huh?
Like to wrap it up.
Yeah. So, yes. Yeah. Well, I can like say a little bit. So the main girl.
If you don't want to know what happens.
I mean, this is just like the premise. I'm not going to say what happens, but it's probably in the trailer, to be honest. The girl who the movie's like, she's like the star of it. Yeah. She keeps having this dream of this woman who's her grandmother, but like when she was really young, on a date with a guy, and they go to this restaurant called Skyview, and it's brand new. So they take this like long ass elevator up, and it's like this whole like overview. It almost reminds me of like the Seattle Tower
and whatever. Also that hotel in Vegas.
Yes, Stratosphere.
Yeah, the Strat.
Yeah, and basically they're up there and like shit goes down and obviously it they're like you need to get out yeah. And so this is how all Final Destinations are. It starts with like a disaster and then it like rewinds and it's like the person about to enter whatever disaster that's about to occur and they're always like, we need to leave, blah blah blah. So basically like she goes up there and she's like, we need to get out.
Yeah.
And so everybody starts leaving and she like saved all these people, but of course they're like all dying in the order that they're supposed to die. So her grandmother, I guess, that was a girl in the dream. Her grandmother went like insane and was like, I know death is out there and like it's gonna get us all, like blah 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 blah. So she figured out like if she were to die, then like her lineage would also start dying because they're not supposed to be alive because she was supposed to die there. And she lives in this house that's like so insanely protected. I don't know, it's just like crazy
because she's like, I need to keep my family alive.
Yeah,
she's like, just lock me up.
Yeah, and she has this whole book. It looks like a big Bible, but it's all like ways that like something. It's just the movie's so funny. It's always like something falls and triggers something, and then it rolls, and then starts an oxygen thing, and then a fire happens, and then you just die.
Did you see the advertisement they were doing on like a truck with logs? Yes, that is so funny.
It's such a good,
so fucked
also,
up.
they do a recall to that truck a couple times in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's funny. That's why I feel like.
Does it happen or is it just like
no?
There?
It's just there. Like Cute. It just like passes and it's just like, oh, obviously. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you would find it like corny. I mean, maybe. I mean, like it is inherently, but it's like I wasn't like, oh my God, what the fuck? It was just like, oh yeah, this is Final Destination. It's kind of like Saw. Like there's so much nostalgic with Saw that like the new one, when we watched it, I was like, I loved it, but I was like, I feel like if I hadn't watched the other ones, I'd be like, what the fuck did I just watch? So it's kind of hard to say. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Y'all know I love therapy. I had been in therapy for a long time. I'm sure I'll go back at some point in my life. I feel like it'll be one of those things where I definitely go back and forth. But I love therapy. I vouch for therapy. And if you're looking for therapy, BetterHelp is a great option. I feel like mental health and therapy has always been so stigmatized, but now it's not. People are very much more open about going to therapy and talking about their own struggles, which I think is good and important to heal. This is Mental Health Awareness Month, so let's encourage everyone to take care of their mental well-being and break the stigma. The world is better when people are healthy and happy. BetterHelp has over 10 years of experience matching people with the right therapist from their diverse network of more than 30,000 licensed therapists with a wide range of specialties. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Easily switch therapists at any time with no extra cost. We're all better with help. Visit betterhelp.com/onlyfriends to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/onlyfriends.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm a big fan of, I feel like they were like such our generation, the Final Destinations,
Totally.
and they were so good. We also watched a movie called Heretic.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'd never heard of it.
The Mormon one?
Yeah. It was so good.
It's like a huge movie.
I know, that's what Nolan said. I was like, I haven't even like heard of this. I was like, has Matt watched it? Apparently
Living
he
under
did.
a rock.
No, literally. It was really good too, though.
Too scary for me.
Yeah.
TJ wanted me to go to the theater, and I was like, are you out of your goddamn fucking mind?
If you would find it actually really scary.
I 100%
Yeah,
know I
you
would.
would.
I couldn't even watch the trailer. I was like, this is not for me.
It's basically two Mormon girls going around just, spreading. Have you heard of Jesus of Latter-day Saints? And then they go to this guy's house. It's Hugh Jackman or Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant. Oh my God, I always get them confused. And yeah, it gets creepy from there.
He kidnaps them.
Basically. But it's like,
and that's why you should stop doing that.
It's so good because it's like the whole thing is about religion also.
Yeah.
Like the way I don't know. It's really good. I liked it a lot.
I don't know if it like won anything. That was a last year movie, right?
Yeah.
Heretic.
Whoa,
creepy.
I know when I said it, I was like, oh, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Does that name like from something? Heretic?
I have no clue.
Oh.
Do you want me to look?
Sure. Heretic meaning.
Oops.
I feel like it probably has to mean something.
I literally typed in Gerotoc, Jeretoc, and it literally heretic came up.
How?
It seems like that. What does being a heretic mean? It says someone whose beliefs or actions contradict the established doctrines or teachings of a religion. So he's the heretic.
Or is he?
It's
pretty creepy because when they go in, they're like, we just have to have a woman present because it's like raining and stuff. And he's like, guys, he's like, come in. And they're like, well, we have to have a woman present. He's like, oh, is my wife's home? Like,
yeah,
okay?
come eat this pie.
Yeah. And yeah, it's good.
Yeah, no, I watched the trailer and I was like, have fun.
It's so funny. When he showed me the trailer, I literally thought it was Jenna Ortega.
Oh no.
I know. And then, oh my God, who else? I was like, oh, he was like, that's the guy from That 70 Show. I was like, oh, Wilder Valderrama. And it was not him. It was Eric.
Who's Eric?
Eric, the main guy from That 70 Show. But I can't remember the fuck we were watching. But I like saw like a glimpse. And I was like, why did I even say that?
Oh, brother.
I know. It's terrible.
Oh,
it's terrible. Brother of mine.
Okay. Well, literally all I did this weekend was rave and listen to Armchair Expert. So
very similar things.
Yeah.
Wait, you said you drove back and forth from Vegas? Uh-huh. Like you didn't stay there?
No. Like we drove to Vegas and we drove back from Vegas.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you went one day, came back. I was like, Jesus Christ.
No. That would be crazy. Morgan, however, did drive up on Saturday and then drove back after their set at 3 a.m.
What? Why?
Psychopath.
Why?
Because it's Morgan.
That's like getting home at 6 a.m. and then you're like
and also I was like, was someone watching Timmy? Did you just like kick them out of your house? You're like, wake up, bitch, I'm home.
No, literally. What is
I don't
the deal?
know.
I need to know the details.
We were like, you're on your own journey.
Why did you do that?
So their set was at like 11:45. So 11:45 to maybe like 1. And I was like, okay, he'll like go back to the trailer, probably sleep a little, and then like maybe go home. Just because it's so late. But then we wound up splitting up. And I genuinely thought he left. And then we went to meet up with people at another place, and he was still there at 3 a.m., like inside the festival grounds, which means he didn't probably walk back until like get back at like 3:30, 3:45.
Damn.
And then when we got back, I got back to the trailer at like 4:30 and he wasn't there. And I was like, oh, maybe he's like still out. But that motherfucker drove home.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess it'd be like the perfect time to drive because like no one's driving, but still.
We barely hit traffic like both ways.
Yeah.
But like,
how's the weather there right now?
He needs to sleep. Perfect. It was so nice
like
last
swim
year.
weather?
I wouldn't get in a pool. Well, yeah.
Okay.
But like last year it was like literally 100 degrees. It was unbearably hot. And this year it was like Friday night was gorgeous, like genuinely perfect, like 75 the whole night. Awesome. And then Saturday it was like super windy during the day. And I do know they had to like push things a little bit. And all of us were wearing like sweatshirts inside the festival. But honestly, that was kind of perfect too.
Yeah.
I'd rather it be like that temperature than
heat stroke.
So fucking hot. Like we couldn't even last year leave the trailer during the day. Jeez. I do not know how people were outside.
That's crazy. Drugs.
Yeah, but like then you just be like passing it. It was so unbearably hot. This year, perfect.
Was it like gorgeous. The same time last year?
Yeah, it's the same time every year.
Okay.
They used to do it in June though, which just seems absolutely insane to me because of the heat.
That's hateful.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, come here in June when it's fucking 110.
Yeah. Well, our friend who was with us, he used to go like all the time. Like the last time he went was in 2013. So it was always in June, like before then. And he was like, it was so fucking
Maybe that's
hot.
why they moved it.
Yeah. But now people are complaining because they're like, they know it's wind season, it's rain season. But I'm like, we've been the past 3 years and like this was the first windy.
The climate's changing, guys.
Yeah, this was like the first windy time, and like it drizzled a little bit on Saturday night, but like not to a point where it was an issue at all. And I'd much rather take that over it being 100 degrees.
Oh yeah, me too.
It's just put on a little more clothes. I know like the vibe is like, let's be naked.
I know, but naked, but a little conservative.
Yeah, it was so great.
Naked with a turtleneck.
Yeah. Yeah, just like get a cool sweatshirt. Come prepared.
I feel like it was like cold here this weekend too.
Really, I think it's going to be really warm this week. It's going to be actually perfect.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting. Love when it's sunny. Paris looks dead.
I know. Are you okay? Like my cats will do that and I'm like, are they having a seizure or are they just dreaming?
She's dreaming. I know it's because she was laying outside. Also probably because she hasn't been able to like settle for the past 2 days because we haven't been gone. So like now she's probably like, look at her little leg.
She's like, I can finally sleep.
No, literally. It probably stresses her out so much that now she's like, okay.
Paris is me when my parents would go out of town when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't want to talk to them. Like, I'd get mad. My aunt would be like, you want to talk to your mom? And I go, nope.
Hell yeah.
I get so mad.
Hell yeah. That's so funny.
I was just always scared my parents were going to die.
When they were gone?
Just always.
Oh,
Did you have that fear too?
I don't think so.
It was just like, I was like, as a kid, I was like, I can't believe this is going to happen sometime.
Yeah.
And like, I can't believe that I'm going to die sometime. How am I going to go?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I didn't start thinking that way until probably like 22.
That's fair.
Old.
That's like when you start thinking about that.
Yeah,
stuff,
that's like when my anxiety began.
My anxiety began at age 0.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anything else you want to share with the class?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, let's get into this day in history.
I wish I had more to share, but I just don't.
More to share.
I'm on season 3 of Love After Lockup. So those seasons are so goddamn long. I think I'm on episode 20 something of season 3. Season 2 was 50 some episodes.
That's too many.
It was crazy.
Are they like 30 minutes?
No, they're like an hour. But it's like one of those shows that I'm just like, I can't.
Holy shit.
I don't want to like end this.
You've been locked in.
Oh, I have it on all the time. Like even when I'm like doing other stuff, but like I'll rewind it to like see what I missed. But like it's always on. And I'm horrified
of the day. You didn't start it that long ago.
No.
That's crazy.
But season 1 was really short.
Oh, okay.
I will say. So it was probably like 10 episodes.
50 episodes? It's 50 hours.
I know. But I don't like watch anything else really. So it's like
50 hours.
However, I did start the mom talk show.
Okay, good.
So good. But yeah, I'm like, there's so many couples in Vegas. I'm like, I gotta go see all these landmarks now. But they're like really shady ones. Like the Desert Moon Motel that's on Fremont Street is like known for like shady activity. There's always like crackheads outside and just like crime and like it's just they were there trying to find someone's mom because she was like cracked out. I don't know. I was like, I gotta go see it now.
Oh,
it's just like my perfect show. It's like 90 Day Fiance meets Intervention meets jail meets cringe meets delusion. Oh, it's the best. And you follow them for so long, which is my favorite part. Yeah. It doesn't just end. It's like, oh, we're in season 4 and we're still watching these people from season 1. Okay, sick.
How many episodes are season 2? I'm so shook that you've watched all this in like just a couple weeks.
I know. How many episodes are in season 2?
Yeah.
I think I said like 50 something. But it's so weird because like I said, it's
just a casual hundo episode.
I know.
What the fuck?
I know. It's like
even I'm impressed. I couldn't do that.
It's it's like the couples and it's like, oh my God, we're about to meet. And then it's like showing them meeting and like them together. And then it like ends, but then it goes into life after Lockup. So it's like these couples after, but then it introduces new couples and it does life after Lockup with new couples. I'm like, why are these not different seasons? Like, I feel like they should be breaking up into different seasons, but
wow.
I don't know. I've got a lot of work to do.
How many seasons are there?
There's 6 out, but I think 6 is like currently airing.
Got it. Oh, no spoilers.
I'm a little stressed.
How are you? I mean,
it's my
you'll be there in no time.
I literally will like die when the show is over. I thought about getting an eyebrow piercing because I was like, everyone has them on that show.
Don't do that. Ew.
Everyone, I'm like, I've been watching too much Love After Lockup. Yeah. They all have like a little like lip piercing and eyebrow piercing and like
don't do that.
Making like jail coffee at home and stuff. I'm like, maybe I should try that.
Brother.
Yeah. So honestly, that's my show right now.
Yeah, that's not even your show. That's your life.
It is my life.
Okay. Well, this day in history, we have happy birthdays to Mr. T and Godier.
That's it.
Happy birthday. Oh, honestly, like the only notable people, really. There were like a couple other faces I recognized, but I was like, they're like C-list actors or something.
Oh, T. The Shade.
Then we've got, not the Shade, just the facts. True. Then we've got entertainment. We have Annie.
My God, I loved Annie. I wanted to be her. I thought I was her.
I wanted to like always touch Daddy Warbucks.
Touch him?
Like his head.
Oh,
I didn't have any like bald guys in my life. And I was like, wow, his head looks so fucking shiny. Like it's just something I want to like feel.
You know what
that feels like.
So interesting. I was at Emma's school because she needed someone for a facial and I was like, duh. Yeah. And she gave me like a scalp massage. And one of the students was like, what if they're bald?
I feel like you said this last week.
I did? No, I didn't.
Or maybe to me.
No, because it's happened on like Wednesday or Thursday, I think. But they're like, what happens if they're bald? And she was like, well, it still feels nice because it's like the muscle that feels so good.
It's like when you get like a skin massage.
Yeah.
You know, like when someone itches your back.
Yeah, or like scratches your arm or something. Yeah. I just was like, oh, interesting. Bald people, they need it too.
They do. And I want to touch it.
If you're bald, come over.
Just want to see what it's like. I've touched a bald head since.
Oh, okay. Well, thank God.
Notting Hill.
Never saw it.
Enough, which is just like my favorite J-Lo movie. So iconic.
Her peak.
Enough remake.
I think it was like her acting peak, to be honest.
Was so good.
I feel like everyone liked that movie. Like it wasn't corny. It was just like, damn, this is such a good movie showing how like powerful a woman can be.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I feel like it doesn't get like enough recognition.
No.
It's not one of the big ones.
But I wonder if it came out now if it'd be really corny.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, Riptide by Vance Joy. Baby.
Oh.
Running down to the blind blind. That was like a staple of 2013.
Oh,
like
yeah.
everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And The Real World, season 1.
Damn.
So crazy that was literally 1992. That's
fucking
fresh
insane.
Babies.
First reality show ever? Question mark.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. I think it was like, I don't know. It might have been, or I wonder when.
I feel like we looked this up.
I think we did too.
Like, I think we talked about this on Good Influences.
We did, like the very first reality
Candid
show.
Camera was the first technically reality TV show, which was in 1948.
Oh my God.
Then
it was Candid because no one knew what a camera was.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's that?
Then a show called An American Family, which aired on PBS in 1973.
And then the Osbournes.
I think Real World was before the Osbournes. Okay.
Real World, Road Rules Challenge.
That's it for that.
Okay day.
Okay, and then this morning I found out Joe Biden has cancer.
Oh my God, I know.
So sad. He has advanced stage 4 prostate cancer.
I didn't know it was stage 4.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That has metastasized to his bones.
Oh my God. I did not know all of this.
Yeah.
I was walking out of the movie theater and Noel and I both saw someone looking at a picture of Joe Biden and we were like, what the heck? Just like from their phones.
Oh yeah.
And then we left and I saw it on the thing. It was like, he's been diagnosed, but it didn't say like all those details.
So crazy. Like life at a rave. Literally on the way to coffee this morning, TJ told me. We were both just like, what? Like, how did we not hear about
what if he
this?
What if he was the president?
Well, he definitely had it when he was the president.
Yeah. But I mean, could you imagine if he was the president right now? Like, that's probably the first time well, maybe not.
The president has had cancer.
I don't know. Well, I just feel like in this time too, where so many people will be like, see, we knew it. Like, he's a
Well, there
crazy.
is a lot of talks, but it says that it appears to be hormone sensitive, which allows for effective management. So hopefully he gets some treatment, but he is relatively old and it is stage 4, but so sad,
really sad.
Mr. Biden.
That's really sad.
Okay, then a thing that we did, like I was pretty offline this weekend, but one thing we did see was, did you see all this Brittany Furlin stuff?
Yes, I need you to explain. I'm so confused. I've seen so many TikTok. I sent you one, but then I saw.
Did you?
I saw so many after that were like I think I sent you. I don't know which one I sent you. Yeah,
Let me see.
I'm just confused as fuck.
It's so interesting
because she made a whole TikTok basically showing everything, but then Ronnie Radke made I don't know. You got to explain it because I have no idea.
I have 15 TikToks from you. I wonder from Jax.
There was one from Jax.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, it's like a guy explaining it. I see. Okay, so basically over the weekend, Ronnie Radke took to Instagram, which is so funny, to basically like come clean to the internet, even though this wasn't like a public thing, because Tommy Lee started, who is Brittany Furlin's husband.
Who, by the way, they're like separated, right?
Well, yeah, now they are.
Because of this or just...
I think that they weren't in a good place because of his drinking.
Okay. That makes sense.
But I honestly don't really know if like he kicked her out after this or if they had already been separate. I'm not that deep into this story, but as of right now, like Brittany Furlin is in a hotel.
Yeah.
But so Tommy Lee was messaging Ronnie Radke being like, you're fucking my wife. Like stay away. Like dropping the F slur, like called him an FAGGOT. Like that's crazy.
Oh
so Ronnie Radke's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And starts posting all of these like messages that Tommy Lee's sending him and is like, bro, I don't know what to tell you. Your wife got catfished by someone pretending to be me on Snapchat. Like, I did not message her. I have never spoken to her. He's posting like all his social media sites, like their DMs, like has never once said anything to her. He's like, I've never even downloaded Snapchat on my phone. Like this does not exist.
I saw the video of him like showing the Snapchat.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening?
Yeah. He was like, I don't know what to tell you. Like your wife is just like obsessed with me. And like, long story short, like she got fucking catfish and that's so embarrassing. I did not do this.
God.
But so then like Ronnie made it public mainly because it was like, I don't want to be getting this shit from your fucking husband. And like, I don't know how else to respond to you because I do think he was like trying to message her and she was like, no, it's you. So he also made it public because she showed up at his old house because the person on Snapchat that she was talking to like made a plan and was like, come to my old house or whatever.
Wait, so was she like cheating on?
It's technically like emotionally. Yeah. Like she.
Oh my God. And it wasn't even him.
No.
That's so sad.
Ronnie, I guess, started getting like a bunch of DMs from her that was like, I'm here. And is like, open the fucking door, like stuff like that. And he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she is still like posting like, I know it was you. And so all of these other women are coming forward that are showing like, it's honestly like so embarrassing. Like I would be mortified.
Just like at their big age.
Just like.
Or in general.
Not being able to be like, oh, fuck. Like she won't let it rest.
Is it pretty clear that it was a catfish?
Yes.
Or is there a possibility that he's like lying?
There could be, but like from things I've seen, like he's gone on his TikTok now in the days since it all kind of started. because she's like reposting stuff of other girls being like, Brittany, the same thing happened to me. And Ronnie will literally like
yeah, another catfish.
Yeah, he'll like play the video and he's like, hey, like here's the video that I posted on TikTok where this fucking photo's from.
Damn.
But like he's like, I don't have Snapchat. And then someone was like, Ronnie, all you have to do is like go to your download history and like prove that you've never had Snapchat. And so he did that. Like it's just like all of this stuff. And she has since sent him like a bunch of cease and desist, and he's like, no, I'm not stopping talking about this. But he also like did go on TikTok to apologize for like making it public. He was like, sorry, like this is just like how I react. And like he was like, you have to think about like my idol, Tommy Lee, is texting me, telling me I'm fucking his wife. And I know that's not true.
I can't imagine someone like Ronnie Radke being like, I'm going to fuck Tommy Lee's wife. Like that seems insane.
Yeah. But also like, I don't know, Ronnie Radke. But like, it's really funny because so many people are like, it's giving guilty. Like, why are you getting so upset about it? And it's like, have you seen what Ronnie Radke posts like online? Like this makes so much sense that he's doing that. Like it's very, very funny. But like he did post a video that was like, sorry I made this public. And he was like, I think he sent her like a subpoena or something, or like he's like, I had to do this to prove to you and your husband that this isn't me so that I can get the metadata to show you that I've never had Snapchat. He's like, the only legal way to do that is to like subpoena to be able to get the metadata.
This is crazy.
I know.
Over Snapchat.
But it's so funny. And he's only continuing to do it because she's still insistent, like, no, you're lying.
I need to see all of these conversations because I want to know if I would be able to detect if it was a catfish because it seems very obvious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
if he was literally sitting there being like, I've never had Snapchat, like the reason I'm bringing this public is because like you're showing up at where I live and like I don't know you and I've never talked to you. So I would have otherwise never known like what was happening.
So were they messaging flirty like
I think so. Yeah. Like
okay.
He also was like going through all of the messages that she was sending him and he was like, I don't talk like this.
Damn.
Like it's pretty interesting. And I'm excited for him to like either prove his innocence or it like come out that it actually was him. But like if it were me, like this would not be the hill I would die on if I were Brittany Furlin. I would just be like, yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah.
And I was like, I do feel like like how embarrassing to like have like a like cheating scandal with
like it's no one actually.
Yeah, like thinking that it was Ronnie Radke.
It's like Mary from Sister Wives.
But I do think that prior to that, like benefit of the doubt, like I do think that they were probably like not in a good place in her and Tommy Lee in their relationship. So it's not like that bad, but like I mean you were still trying to fuck Ronnie Radke.
I mean, I need to look at this further because that's crazy. I've just been so confused because I've seen so many different sides of it just on TikTok and I'm like, I don't know where to start.
It's pretty interesting.
Damn.
It's also so scary because like there's now AI so people can make like deep fake stuff.
Right.
But like his whole thing is like, I've never once downloaded Snapchat. Like also I do fully believe like if Ronnie Radke had Snapchat, like we would know about it.
Yeah.
He would be using all these crazy filters. Like he's a menace on the internet. Like he would fully take advantage of that. And like, I think it is kind of clear that like he didn't do this.
That's so, oh my God.
And to still be being like, I know it's you. And like reposting girls being like, this happened to me. And then him dissecting these being like, hey, this is from this TikTok. This is a still image from
one
this
person,
TikTok.
like,
yeah.
Like
and imagine just being that one person being like, oh my God, look what I've done.
I know, like they're out there. That's pretty crazy. Like they're out there.
Like that is
watching this all unfold.
I would be like,
Could they get in trouble?
I have no idea. I maybe like impersonating somebody, like probably. I doubt. I can't imagine like
they
Ronnie
knew his
Radke,
address.
Like, yeah, but like that's public information.
Oh,
like I bet you could Google like what is Ronnie Radke's house.
But it's still like creepy. They're like, come here, it's my house.
Yeah, but also like he doesn't even live there anymore. Like she went to his old address, which is probably what's public.
So it's like obvious that it wasn't him. So it's like, why would he give her the old address?
Yeah.
And so then she was like, where are you?
Yeah, no, she was like, I'm here. And then is like getting mad. She was like, this isn't funny.
Oh my God, dude.
And then he's messaging her back like, what are you talking about? And then she's like going off being
this is a nightmare for real.
No, so crazy.
I hope they pull through.
Kat or Neve and Max.
Literally, I'm like, get on the case.
Get on it.
Find the person.
Get your GoPro and get here.
That would be the best. Like if she was cool about it and was like, all right, let's go find who did this. Like that would be the most iconic episode of Catfish.
I saw someone comment, they're like, this is the funniest thing Brittany Furlin has ever done.
That is so
like,
funny.
Very, very funny.
I remember she used like copy Vines a lot. And then people would get mad. But then her like response to it made it so much worse. Yeah. It was like, I don't even know who this person is. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, well, that's not a way to respond. Crazy.
So funny. So that was like, I was on like Saturday. TJ was like, have you seen this stuff that Ronnie Radke's posting? I'm like, what are you talking about? And I mean, he had like a dozen stories. That was just like, girl, what?
Oh, I don't follow him, so I haven't seen any of those.
I feel like people were probably just talking about it and then he went to, but also TJ might follow Ronnie.
Yeah.
He thinks he's very silly on the internet. Like, remember that one time? He is like funny on the internet. He's just one of those people that's truly like, I don't fucking care about anything. But someone like commented at him being like, you're broke or whatever. And then he literally posted a photo of his bank account that was like $10 million.
Oh my God. That's pretty funny.
And then like a couple months later, TJ and I saw him at the bank.
Oh.
And I was like, damn, that's where your 10 mil is right here. That's crazy.
Like, I just saw your post. Can I see the 10 mil?
No, I wanted to
Can I go back there and look?
So funny. Okay. Then I saw this TikTok and I was like, oh my God. I feel like we talked about something like this last week, but I genuinely cannot remember. It was just about Taylor Swift getting
subpoenaed.
Called. Yeah. But now we know like everything that was said. So Justin Baldoni's lawyer on February 14th of this year, so Valentine's Day, he got a voicemail from a person very closely linked to Taylor Swift. He called back. He was like, I'm not saying who it is to like protect their privacy, whatever. But if the court like needs to know who it is, like I will comply. I will tell you everything. So it's literally like, I'll give you all the tea. So during the call, it was an hour long. He was told that the counsel for Taylor Swift received a phone call from Blake Lively's attorney. And he requested on Blake's behalf to make a statement in support of Blake because Blake wasn't at the Super Bowl. So people were kind of speculating like, things aren't good. Mm-hmm. And if Taylor didn't, Blake said she would release 10 years worth of private text messages. And then, I guess 4 to 5 months earlier, so like September-ish, Blake also requested that Taylor Swift delete her text messages with Blake.
What?
Yeah. So things are getting juicy.
That sucks. Poor Taylor.
I know.
That's your friend.
She's also the godmother of like her children.
Dude, I forget. So she was like, why? What was she threatening? Like she was threatening to release a bunch of texts with Taylor because of what? To
be like, hey, like make a statement in support of me. Like I know that like I wasn't at the, because people were kind of speculating like, oh, Blake wasn't at the Super Bowl. They're not good. Yeah. Like that kind of thing. But also like the deleting the texts, like doing all that, shady. Like that's extortionism, like saying all of this stuff to her. That's crazy. And like, I would never go against Taylor Swift.
No, I wouldn't either. There's a lifelong curse attached to that.
Like genuinely, like this is like a legal document
that was
like submitted to like the courts or whatever.
Taylor's probably just like, what the fuck? Like all these people I thought my friends. All of my enemies started out friends.
So crazy.
God, I didn't know all of that.
Yeah, I was like,
I just thought she got like subpoenaed, and I was like, I don't know what this means.
Yeah, and then her lawyers were like, no, we're not doing that. I don't think we knew like why at the time, but then I think this got released because he was like, no, this is it.
It's so crazy to be like, Taylor, can you make a statement about me? Like, because it's like she doesn't do that at all. You know what I mean? That'd be so out of character.
Or I'm gonna release 10 years of our texts. I'm like, do it, release it.
No, I'm like, I want to see.
They're probably so annoyed. They're probably literally just paragraph. I'm like, oh wait, instead of like, they're the kind of people that would be like, oh, I love your outfit. They'd be like, wow, that is a darling outfit. The way that the fabric, like that is how they communicate. I just know it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't I would never want like my texts released like that, so I don't want that to happen.
No, of course not.
But my deepest curiosity is like I would love to read every single text because I'm just
100%.
curious, and I know that's how everyone feels, and that's probably why it's so like really time.
Well, I do think that like if this holds up, like we are gonna see some texts.
Oh, this is like
that's probably
nasty.
just about like the film of it all. Like, what did she want her to delete?
Right.
It's giving guilty.
Yeah.
It's giving
If you're
bad.
like, hey, can you delete things I sent you? It's like, well, what? Why? You obviously said something that you don't want out.
About.
And also, I'm going to release all of our, like, what?
The fact that
You're
she's just
crazy.
going around like trying to blackmail people this whole time, like, you need to let me edit or I'm not having Taylor be a part of this movie.
Yeah, she's acting like a little spoiled brat.
You're acting like a little extortionist, Blake Lively.
Yeah. She's an extortionist.
Crazy. Okay, what are these? I feel like I looked at them this morning. It was like stuff I posted from last week. Oh, it says that judge throws out letter from Justin Baldoni's team that claimed Blake Lively threatened Taylor Swift to publicly support her. So we'll see.
Wait, what does that mean?
I think that's
He threw it out.
the court did. So
Is
they're
there
like, I
like-
don't think you can do this.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not really sure what that entails. Okay, and then another thing I saw last week, it was Justin Bieber. He posted of the day of Diddy.
Oh, his trial.
Yeah, Cassie took the stand. Justin Bieber posted a video of himself, like a weird video of him eating pizza.
Well, someone said it's the same like filter that like Diddy uses on like his like videos that they show in court.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I saw. So it's very, very odd.
Yeah. So a lot of people are like, oh, because like Pizzagate, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
They're kind of.
But then he was like, didn't he say he wasn't a part of it at all? I think he like made a statement after that was like,
Did he?
I don't know. I mean, it could be fake, but
Justin. Honestly, I just like saw it on Twitter and I was like, oh, that's weird. Oh my God. He posts so fucking much.
I know.
Bro. What?
And I also, do you see the whole thing where he owes like Scooter Braun a shit ton of money?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They allegedly, Justin Bieber's broke before his tour. I think it was in 2022.
Sorry, it's so crazy to hear a celebrity like that is broke. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Like he sold his discography for like $200 million or something.
Yeah.
But apparently, so in 2022, I think was the year, he was supposed to go on tour and then canceled it. But he got like basically an advance of money of like a fuck ton of money and didn't pay it back.
Or he didn't do the tour. I
Well,
think.
yeah, he
Right.
canceled the tour. And so then he couldn't like
Pay it
pay
back.
the money back. So then like he needed to pay it back. So that's interesting. I haven't really seen anything about it since.
Yeah, I
I saw
haven't
that like
either.
one tweet.
I just thought it was interesting. I was like,
Oh,
damn.
I think what happened was Scooter paid off the debt and then it was like a Justin, you have to
Pay me now.
Pay me back.
Yeah.
Which he allegedly has not.
Wild what goes on behind closed doors. Like, we would never know this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Interesting. I don't like see this post on his feed. You know what's so funny? I don't follow Justin Bieber, but oh, wait. Okay, the pizza thing is still there. Nobody I know likes his posts. Like from what I've seen.
We're like, I know,
Sad.
poor guy.
But like his last 5 posts are like all with Haley. And I'm like, okay, be more obvious.
Be more obvious.
Okay, people did like this one that I know a lot. People just don't like his weird posts.
We probably don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, they're like, what? Girl, what?
I don't know.
Okay. And that's really all I have from the weekend. Like big stuff that I found interesting.
I saw something, I think this came out on Saturday. Speaking of Taylor Swift's lifelong curse.
Ooh.
It says Katy Perry is not welcome back in Vegas after complete failure residency, lost luxury hotel money. So she was getting paid, I think it said.
It was like $20 million or something.
She was getting paid between $750,000 and $900,000 a show.
Yeah.
And I took a screenshot of like how much she made and how much they. So She has reported
Where was this reported?
It was like all over, but there's like New York Post.
Okay.
This is Katy Perry's play residency. Oh yeah, you went to that, right?
Uh-huh.
At Resorts World in Las Vegas was reported to have generated $46.4 million. This residency, which ran from 2021 to 2023, also had the highest reported contract for a residency in Las Vegas history, with Perry earning $168 million for 32 shows. So she got paid $168 million, and it only grossed $46 million. According to X, while the residency was successful, ticket sales reportedly fell short of expectations, and Resorts World lost money, according to Yahoo. Like, I mean, I didn't go, but like I saw it all over TikTok and stuff. I thought it was like a very successful thing. Like, did you notice like when you went, were there like empty seats and stuff?
No, it was like very full. Yeah. I feel like most places probably are losing money.
Yeah. And also
this is like, I'm like, that's your fault for paying her so much.
No, it is, but it's just interesting that like not welcome back. Like what?
That seems like a headline.
Yeah, they were. I guess it was Caesars and Resorts World were like bidding. Yeah, and like Caesars didn't win, but they're like, oh well, I'm glad.
Oh yeah, now.
Yeah,
I think that's just like I don't think that she's actually not welcome back. They're just
no, I know, but like what a crazy thing to say.
It's very clickbaity.
Her pictures up everywhere. Do not let her come in.
Yeah, no, it was a great show.
That's
very fun.
Yeah, just like
I think they probably just overpaid her. Also, like they let her live there, and that's on them. It also was like Resorts World is a newer place, and like I understand them wanting to get like a big act for like a grand opening, and they made a mistake, and that's fine.
Fell short.
Yeah,
should have been Taylor. I was kidding.
But like I don't know, like any show in Vegas, I'm like, other than like Adele, I feel like that was a really big one.
It's hard because it almost has to be someone who's not like it can't be like Taylor Swift, you know?
Oh yeah.
But it also, yeah.
Everything is just so expensive.
Like the Backstreet Boys was fun. That was a good idea, I think, that they had. Have the Backstreet Boys do a residency. I could see Gaga doing like a residency. I mean, I know she's like super fucking famous, but.
I feel like that was supposed to happen.
Oh, really? Oh, God, I had an Am I the Asshole, but I never saved it.
Well, I can read mine.
Okay.
Oh, well, we're skipping over Mormon Wives. Did you watch any of it?
Oh, sorry. I saw, I think the first 4 episodes.
Perfect. Me too. That's crazy to me that you didn't watch the whole thing this weekend. If I could have, I would have.
Well, my thought process was I thought it was like 1 episode. I didn't realize the whole thing was out. Oh, yeah. So I was like, I want to wait until like some are out so I can like watch like whatever. And so I went to go watch The Valley, but I was like, let me just check on this is yesterday, check on Mormon Wives. And I was like, oh my God, they're all out. So I just like started it and
Slacker.
It's crazy. I think Demi and Jesse are little bullies.
Yeah. But also Jen is sus as fuck.
Yes. But I feel like out of everything, it's like, why did you have to do that?
What specifically?
The Chippendales thing.
But they told her they were doing it.
I know, but it's so weird because like she said they didn't, but like
there's video footage of her agreeing to all of it.
But not her being like, yes, I'll be the person. It was just like, oh, we're gonna have surprises like Chippendale dancers. Like, oh, fun. Like, she didn't realize it was gonna be like her.
Yeah, I think that's like a weird detail to leave out though. Of her like not telling Zach that she knew that was going to happen. Like he had no idea that it was even happening at all.
Yeah.
And she told him she didn't know it was happening. And then there's video of her agreeing to it and them all thinking it was like going to be like a funny little like, okay, we're over this, like let's move on thing. So like I feel like that was like a severe miscommunication situation, but like I don't like the way that Jesse and Demi are like harping on everything.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like.
But like that situation, I think was like, okay. It's also very weird, all of the inconsistencies like between like Jen and Zach in terms of like the way she communicates things to people and like kind of doesn't tell him. So it's interesting that like he's getting all of this secondary information from like other people. And I don't really like how Jen is putting the blame on everyone else. She's like, oh, you're ruining my marriage. When it's like, okay, no, but you didn't communicate properly with your husband. Yeah. And I do think like Demi at that dinner, she was like, if I had known, if you like at any point were like, do not do this, like it wouldn't have happened. But I think because she like co-signed it, she was like, oh, this will be funny and like a silly little like nod.
Yeah.
But I will say like Zach's arc, I'm liking him this season.
No, I know. I'm like, okay, maybe see.
I think he is a changed man. I think
it's crazy he's not going to church.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh.
I know. I'm like, okay, cool.
He definitely like that's crazy. And that to me is like him showing like this is like you're more important to me than like that. It's also crazy because I feel like his family's probably fucking pissed.
Oh yeah.
So that's also interesting.
I like that they did a whole like little segment about the second cousins with Ben Affleck.
That's also like, I'm like,
very funny.
Chica, you need to fucking give that shit a rest.
I think it was like a joke. Like they were like, I think because last year it was like a whole thing.
He's embarrassed by it. I think he's
really?
like, I need you to stop saying that.
Because he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, we're not. He literally said to her, he's like, we are not.
She's like,
we are not. She's like, you are. And then
I took it as like playful. Like she knew he's not, but she's just like, come on.
I didn't. I think because like she was saying like his grandfather or something had like said it before and he's like, no, like they're just joking.
Yeah.
But then it got brought up again. I think it was in episode 4 when Zach and I think Demi had a phone call. He was like saying how Jen, because he was like, I'm just so confused because like everything Jen tells me, like I'm hearing different from like you guys. And he was like, it's like how she lied about my family being related to Ben Affleck.
Oh, maybe I'm not on that episode.
Yeah, that was definitely, I've only watched 4 episodes. I'm pretty sure.
Because I did not see that conversation.
Yeah. And then I was like, uh-oh. Because I think they were like bringing it up to Jen. They were like about how you lied about, who did that? Oh, it was the sit down with Whitney and Jen.
With what?
Or not Whitney. Yeah. No, Jesse and Jen. Sorry. They have like a sit down to talk about stuff.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I guess I'm not on that episode.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I thought I was further than I was.
Well, maybe I'm on episode 5. I thought it was 4. Because I know
I will say thank you Hulu for putting it all out. Like that's kind of
they always do.
That's kind of crazy. Not always though. Well, with this show, but like with other shows they don't. So I was expecting them to release one a week because I thought the first season would be like a trial run. Because all the other shows are just like once a week. Mm-hmm. Like you better not.
That's crazy that the show only has a 5.3 out of 10, please.
Really?
Period.
I think it's a great reality show.
Come here. I don't know. I can't find it.
Like I think I'm liking it more than The Valley right now.
Oh, they're so different.
They are. But honestly, when I was like watching it and I was like, okay, I should probably watch The Valley. And it kind of felt like a chore. Like I didn't really care about it until the end. I was like, oh, it's getting good now.
Oh, I love The Valley. Those fucking freaks. Okay, another thing was all of the scenes with Whitney make me so uncomfortable. It's so awkward and it feels really, really forced. Like, because I feel like no one is really like besties with her.
Yeah.
And I can just, it makes me
She has to like film with them.
Yeah. And like, you can tell she's like trying so hard to like be a part of it. And like, I feel bad for her a little because it's like so obvious. I'm like, oh my God, like this hurts to watch. Like the scene where she's like, everyone come to my baby shower. And I was like, oh God, this is so awkward. I do like the new girl Miranda a lot.
Oh yeah, me too.
I think she's good.
She seems like really genuine.
Yeah.
So far, we'll see.
And I am hopeful like her and Taylor are going to become besties again, but
I think they will.
That was really important. And then like the big takeaway for me was that Taylor's entire family sucks fucking ass.
Oh my God, her dad.
Except for her sister, her stepdad.
Sorry, stepdad.
Like crazy.
Yeah.
Losers. Her mom's a loser. Her dad's a loser. Her brother's a loser. And they can go fuck themselves as far as I'm concerned.
I saw someone say like, Taylor's biggest hater is her mom, and she got her face done to look exactly like her.
Yeah.
Like, for real. It's creepy.
They all suck. They fucking suck. I hate them.
Yeah, I'm like, no wonder she has so many fucking issues.
Yeah.
Like mental health issues. Like her family sucks. Her stepdad was literally like, what does it say about you? Because she kept sleeping with Dakota, but Dakota was the one lying about
No,
it.
that wasn't even about.
Shut up.
He was saying that about because she slept with him on like their third date or something.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like,
Yeah, not
just
like
because
she
he's
kept
having
sleeping with
right.
him.
Well, I just mean like, well, whatever. It's like she just slept with him. Like that's not.
Yeah.
It's not her. Like what? You
That's what I'm
can't
saying.
say
Like
that.
if you could say that like on camera, like ew, I'm sorry, but that's toxic as fuck.
Yeah.
What you're probably saying like off camera.
Yeah, I'm like she needs to like distance herself from her family.
No, I would literally cut them all off. I'd be like, you guys are
Crazy.
fucking toxic assholes, and I hate you.
Yeah, that was a wild scene. I was like, I feel so bad for her in that scene. She was
So
like,
did you see the scene where like it's like her sister, and her mom,
need more details?
and she's like, she goes over and talks about how just like more of it pretty much, and talks about how like she still like hooks up with him.
No.
Okay.
I haven't
Maybe
got
I
there.
am on episode 5. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe I'm on episode 3 and like I just saw 4 was coming up.
What was the
and it
last
in
thing
my
you
head.
saw?
I feel like it was them fighting about, it was like Jen and her husband like arguing about at the park. Or like they're on a walk and they're on like on a bench and like arguing. I feel like I watched an episode after that, but I can't like remember what it was.
Okay.
But that's like the last thing I kind of remember.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. But I love that show.
I know, it's so
really
good.
good. I'm like, God damn, I wish this was like,
It's like annoying because they're all like posting on social media right now like, oh, I gotta be quiet, I can't like say things. And
Yeah.
I'm like, God, I need to like finish the show.
I've also seen so much discourse about their hair because people are like, why does their hair look terrible? Because like you can see like
I think it looks
tracks.
so much better than it did last season.
Oh, you can like when it shows the back of their heads, like a lot of times you see like the tracks and like it just doesn't blend well. But people are saying that like it's how they're styling it at home because like Jessie does a good job, I guess, with like putting in the extensions. But how they style it at home, it's just like
their hair looks 10 times better than it did last season.
I don't know. That's just like the discourse
tell
I've
you
been
that.
seeing.
Especially Jen's. Last season.
I
And
don't
you
remember.
can what?
I don't remember what it looked like.
Oh my God. It's all I could focus on last season when I would like watch her. I'd be like,
hair.
Chica, like what the fuck? Let's fix it up.
I will say I was like pleasantly surprised that I had no idea that it separated or like anything like that. So like when it was
I'm
introduced.
curious for how long though.
I know, but I was like, oh, okay. So she literally was like, I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
Like I thought she would just never do that. So I'm like pretty
I know.
happy that happened, I guess.
Yeah.
Put him in his place a little bit.
Interested to see as of right now, like I'm obviously further than you, so I don't really like know, but like where I'm at right now, it's starting to. Did you watch when they have like dinner and Macy like announces her book?
No.
Okay, that's the episode I start feeling like bad for her.
Okay.
Because it's kind of giving like bully energy.
Ooh.
Which I did not like.
Against Macy?
No, against Jen. That's the episode I start feeling bad for Jen. Otherwise I don't. I'm like, you're not sharing the same stories with one another. Like it would be really fucking annoying to me if my friend, like I understand like Demi and Jessie, like if I were constantly telling you like all these horrible fucking terrible things about TJ, like you would start to dislike him.
Yeah.
And like have this terrible image of him. So then it's like, if I told you that he gambled away his money and then like you were sitting in front of me being like, I never said that.
I know.
But then like she finally like
Yeah.
gets to a version where she's like, well, I said something like that.
Yeah.
So like I fully understand. Like, Chica, you need to get your fucking story straight because like this is
Do you think she was just like so mad in the moment? She was like, I'm gonna
probably
just say.
yeah. But then it's like you can't then be like mad at your friends for just kind of repeating stuff that you had told them.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm understanding why they're like frustrated with her, and I also am understanding that like they're trying to make a TV show.
Yeah.
But then it gets to a point where I'm like, all right, let's like have some adult conversations here, because they do one of those stupid fucking like let's play this box game where like we tell a secret or
That
something.
that's the preview for the next episode for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe I did watch episode 5. I don't know. But that's when I'm like, all right, let's just talk face to face.
It's always that on like Housewives. I was like, let's play a game.
No.
It's like,
well, they
this is
played
not
it
gonna
last
turn out
season
right.
too, and it's so funny because when she brought it up, I was like, this again, and then like then they do the flashback, and teacher's like, how did you remember that? And I'm like, because they're always the most season. Like fucked up things that could happen.
Yeah.
And like in that scene too, it doesn't really give anything away, but like it starts off so like silly, like everyone's just putting in like dumb fucking shit. And then it just gets to one and you're like, oh, really?
Oh, God.
We almost made it through.
Damn. Of course.
Yeah. But it's like, so production did this coded.
Oh, what a good show.
I know. I definitely feel like I need to just like, after this, lay on the couch and finish that series.
I can't find this fucking Am I the Asshole?
Oh, no. Well, I can read mine.
Okay.
I had an awkward moment. Yes, this one's so wild to me. I had an awkward moment yesterday in a bagel shop, and I'm trying to get an understanding of what I can learn for future interactions.
Okay.
I entered the store and it was busy, but it's a small enough place to see everyone who's in there. There was no clear idea where the line to order began. There never is in this place. People tend to just stand around and wait to get served. They should really get tape. I stood behind a group of young people that was close to the register and waited to order. Then a woman and her daughter walked in. A man standing by the deli counter struck up a convo with her about the bagels. I then registered that's where the line began. So I walked over there and stood in front of the woman and her daughter because I was rightfully in the store first and waiting to be served. She then told me she was here first. I corrected her and said, no, I saw you walk in after me. I was actually waiting first, but it was unclear where the line began. She said, but I got to the line first, but you can go. I don't want to start anything. It wasn't a big deal and I was in and out, but I still feel conflicted. She seems to know I was in the store first, but was the right thing for me to do to communicate that I was here before injecting myself into the line? Probably. Am I the asshole?
I mean, I would feel weird just walking in front of her, forming a line. Even if I got there before, I'd just like whatever.
I could never imagine doing that.
No, I'd be like, sorry.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like you stood in front of her and her daughter. Like what? I would just be like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, I know. I would feel too guilty. Point,
you're the second person in line. It's not like there's a line of people behind her. Like you realized and then you walked over there. So you'll obviously just be directly behind them.
I also like unreasonably sometimes feel guilty. You know, Southwest, how they like have that weird lineup system.
Ugh, yes.
Like if I like am obviously in front of someone, I'm like, oh, I'm actually in front of you. It's like,
not me.
Yeah.
This is just like wild behavior. I could never imagine doing it. And I do think that like it's giving like entitled asshole. Like if it were me, I'd just be like, oh, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I should have asked someone where the line starts.
Yeah.
Did you ask the people you were standing behind like, oh, are you in line?
Yeah. I get it's hard sometimes in those little places because people are probably standing everywhere,
Sure.
but it's like once that line is forming, like you just got to go where you're going to go. Don't skip because I don't know. Not that she skipped, but it seemed like she did.
Yeah, you cut. You didn't get in line, chica.
I can't freaking find mine. Should I just read the first one I see?
Dangerous, but sure.
I know. Well, mine was about a refund, so I typed in refund, and this is just what came out. So we'll see how it goes.
Refund.
Let's see. Am I the asshole for not giving her a refund? I'll try and lay this out as simply as possible. I had 2 trips booked to a city in my country with 2 different friends. We'll call them S, who's my best friend, and P, who's just my friend. They have met, but don't know each other very well. Both of them canceled the trip, but it's a very different situation. S, the best friend, S and I were due to go in December. S has a serious mental health condition and 2 young children and told me she was very anxious about leaving them and didn't want to go anymore. I was disappointed, but I managed to get her money back. Train tickets were exchangeable for credit note, and I'll use the credit in the future, so I gave her half of the money. Theater tickets were transferable for a sold-out event, so I sold them to another friend and gave her share of the ticket. Our hotel had free cancellation, so I was able to cancel this without paying anything. P and I are meant to go in March, but has told me she doesn't want to go anymore. It was booked a long time ago, and she says she has other plans around that time, but she told me that she wants her money back. We've paid for the flights, which are non-refundable. We've paid for accommodation, which is non-refundable. We have got concert tickets for an event that isn't sold out, so if I manage to sell, I won't get them at face value back. I've presented this information to P, but she told me she is aware I got S all of her money back for canceling the same trip, so she wants her money back too. It's not the same as S as S is unwell rather than just changed her mind. P has suggested I find someone to buy the trip offer so she can get her money back, but it's too close to the trip to find a replacement, and they'd have to pay the name change with the airlines as well. Am I the asshole if I just go without her and let her lose her money?
This is weird.
I think it's like if you explain like, well, everything with S was refundable, but everything we're doing is not refundable.
Oh, it was refundable with the other girl? I thought she
Yes.
just didn't refund her because she felt bad because she was not well.
No, everything was refundable. Like the airline was refundable, like something else that could get transferred so he could use it at a later date.
Okay.
Yeah, everything, like he could transfer the play or whatever Broadway ticket. Yeah.
I heard it as like they were not well, so I felt bad. Like,
no, like everything was transferable, but this one was nothing was
no.
refundable. So I'd be like, well, look at
go
like
without her.
No,
and
I
don't give her
literally
her
have
money
to be
back.
like, well, the difference is like when we planned it, like everything was refundable and stuff, but like whatever we booked isn't. So I kind of like,
no, I would never give you your money back.
no, and like you just don't want to go
Yeah.
for no reason. I mean, like fair, but like the other person literally had like a crisis happening. It seems like,
Yeah.
or not a crisis, but she was like so anxious to leave her kids. So it's like I get it.
Yeah.
What was it?
The difference is that the other lady could get her money back and you can't.
Yeah.
You're bad.
Yeah.
And like to then put it on someone like, oh, you find someone to do this. It's like, that's your responsibility.
Yeah.
You find someone
Like
to
you
buy your
find someone to
ticket.
go on
You
this trip.
Yeah.
Which would kind of sucks. It's like, now I have to go on a trip with someone I don't even, like I didn't pick.
No, you're not the asshole for keeping
Yeah.
her money.
No,
That's
I don't think so either.
Weird behavior.
It's weird
like,
situation
entitled
too.
behavior to then like fuck your friend over.
Yeah. To be like, actually, I don't want to go anymore. Can I have all my money back?
Yeah, to expect
You
it
gave
all
it to
back
her.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
All right. For Rogue One, that wasn't too bad.
No.
It was okay. Ugh, I want to find the other one that was so good.
Next week.
I think it was so good anyway.
Oh God.
You should do a TikTok taking out your hair. It would do really good, I think.
You think?
Yeah.
Just taking it out?
Just like chatting while you're taking it out. Because it's just so great. Like, you know what I mean?
It itches so
and like,
much.
I'm curious what your hair will look like after. Like, I think it'll be a whole thing.
Okay. I'll film it
Yeah.
and see what happens.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening / watching. If you're part of our Patreon, patreon.com/onlyfriends. We upload on Monday. Otherwise, you get everything else on Wednesday. We also have a Patreon for Good Influences. Go to goodinfluencespod.com. We have merch. We have 3 bonus videos up right now. And you get the podcast for Good Influences the day before it comes out. So you're getting all the podcasts on Monday if you're signed up to both.
Yeah.
So your Monday is booked and busy if you have both our Patreons. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next week. Love ya. See you later.
Bye.